Hey y'all, welcome to another episode of C-Murk24. As you see what I got in right now, Madden20. This is the first episode. This is the first game I played at all. This is the first game I played all day. So I don't know how I'm gonna do. But I know one thing I want to do is catch that L, catch that W. I was gonna say L, but no, I ain't catching that L. I'm catching that W. Let's go.
From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. He'll have a first down past the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawks first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They run again on first down, Lynch. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
I had nothing else to do with that but to throw it.
Into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence.
He's blitzing. You can see what he's doing. Look. That's all he's doing is blitzing. That's all he's doing is blitzing, man.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
That's crazy.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now this throw caught left side.
Yeah, he's gone.
He's at the 40, 20.
He's gone.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point right down
You're
the
pretty
middle.
good, man.
And that makes the score 7-0.
You're pretty good. I see you out there.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will... Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage.
He's got him in. Complete. It's a big play there for Seattle. 49 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it.
Hey, I'm going for the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, man.
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12.
I feel like this year is going to be theirs.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing
I feel like this year is going to be their year.
And absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on its toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That would look like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on
How
it,
old are you, bro?
Could not hold on through the end of the play.
Bro, I cannot. I'm live broadcasting right now for my YouTube channel. Yes.
After an incomplete pass on second
I cannot
down,
lose to a 9-year-old on YouTube. Dude.
Out of the gun.
That would definitely make me look bad.
Buying time to his left. He may try. Wilson.
Oh, no.
It's loose. It's out.
I got it back. I got it back. I got it back.
When the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
I know. They fumble so much easier on this one.
The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A loss of 2 there. Second down.
C-Murk24's my gamer tag. You can add me as a friend too if you want.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners. Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary.
What?
That's what we just saw, isn't it?
What was that?
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, you will not
that
see
is
a
insane.
Of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that.
I'm 24.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved.
I thought I had
it's already
that.
the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area.
This is going to be a good one, man.
Take that away.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give him a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
I thought I was going to get called for pass interference.
Than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes.
Yep. This it is. This it is. Woo! That's what I needed.
And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
That's definitely what I needed. Right. Hey, mistakes happen.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
This game ain't over.
First down, the run with Lynch. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
I think if you pull,
but yeah, most people don't have mics on Madden.
The corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field.
Yeah, it'd be cool if you subscribe to my YouTube channel too. I do a lot of stuff on here.
Great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go.
I do a lot of stuff on here on YouTube.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance
nice,
out,
you caught it. Yep, you got it.
Methodological thing that we do. If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a
this is crazy. This is a crazy game, man.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Mahomes now to throw. That's
nice.
To Robinson.
Nice.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Williams. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Mahomes dropping one to Williams here. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
So I got a quick question.
Not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
What do you think of Russell Wilson?
As the receiver, you go to your quarterback and say,
is he a good quarterback?
I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result.
Oh my goodness!
Go in there and take contact.
Yeah, this is definitely
1 yard.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now play number 7 of this
drive, yeah,
sometimes
he don't fumble it. Oh, yeah, you're right.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. They complete it to Hill. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first.
Oh, what are you going to do?
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
You're going to kick the field goal, tie that shit up.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
Hey, it's up to you. It's all right.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Being chased, and a big loss here as he's taken down. That's Siggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Well, the D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play? Or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want. They go right to the blitz. And in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback. No chance on that 4th down.
Wilson.
Look at that.
By Hollister.
That was nice.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really you got it, man. You can come back. It's easy to come back, man. You got this.
But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide
You're gonna have to definitely
or maybe even sometimes
send me a request.
I'm in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Hey, do you know who TD Barrett is?
And the decision to bring it out.
I called him out.
He's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
I called him out to play Madden. Yeah, no, we never played. He hasn't responded yet.
Offense about set to begin this
but I'm gonna keep calling him. I'm gonna keep calling him out until he responds.
Maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards tennis, where they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. A good pickup there at 22.
Say what again?
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting
Man, I
caught
can't believe he
here
didn't catch that.
Incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give him another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Right.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Wow.
Find Hill here.
Wow. You got it. Good shit.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Good stuff, man.
Tyreek Hill.
Good stuff.
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
Right before the half, too.
Extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
So that's definitely good.
The extra point.
I thought I was going to, too.
And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Wow.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball.
Oh, my gosh.
To Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bashaud Breeland. And he'll
oh, my goodness.
Inside the 15-yard
I didn't see you there.
Certainly
that
feels
was
like
good.
the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
Did he get out of bounds? Looks like you got out of bounds. Yeah. I got a lot of them. It's just... my favorite play is the quick slants.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Forced out to his left. And he will take it for a Chiefs touchdown.
Way, bro.
Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Oh, you missed
it! They just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff.
What?
There's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
You got me 8 seconds. I could tie the game up still.
NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Steps away to his left. He lets it fly for Lockett. Got a man.
Oh, my gosh.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Time for break. We've hit halftime.
All I had was 3 yards left to get to the touchdown.
This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
I thought you was going to be honest. I thought you was going to run it back, to be honest.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead.
So what's your name?
They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Oh, my
God. Guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more
I'm 24 years old. I graduated.
What the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up.
So,
in this case,
I played quarterback in high school, yeah.
Knocked it free, made a big play.
I played quarterback. Yep.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Past the 20, 10, 5, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
What's that?
And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead.
NFC.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers.
NFC because Russell Wilson's an NFC guy.
The bottom line is absolute production.
Russell Wilson's going to be the quarterback of the NFC, I think.
And they lead.
I think NFC is going to be Russell Wilson's going to be the quarterback of the NFC. Lamar Jackson, he's more of a runner though. He's not a good accurate passer.
Taking about 7 yards deep.
He's really not a good accurate passer. He just runs.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken.
Because he knows he's not that accurate of a passer. I mean, he takes a lot of credit of what a runner back should be doing. You know what I'm saying?
The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
I mean, they have a great
turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Dancing to his left.
Oh, my gosh.
Deep here for one.
Oh, my gosh.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 79 yards.
Oh, yeah.
As his guys are able to regain the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived? Very short-lived. 2 plays
What's
later,
that?
they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we?
Seahawks, it's my favorite team.
2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that's
I thought Seahawks had a good. I thought Seahawks had a great shot this year.
That's fielded in the end zone. Oh, twisting away. And
what's that?
He will be brought down here at
I know.
about
I can't.
17-yard line.
I can't believe like they lost to that though, man. I'm like, dang, because Russell Wilson, he has
coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease
board, Russell Wilson played Aaron Rodgers before. I can't believe how bad. I mean, they lost to him like that.
It's not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time.
I was like, dang.
They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Wilson now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right.
Oh my gosh!
But it's intercepted.
Oh my gosh!
Anthony Hitchens and his guys
I don't know why I did that.
At the 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the hole ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I would say Patrick Mahomes.
This lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle.
Oh, yes.
Team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. It's a foot race. And he cuts right sideline and some room to go. The 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Marshawn Lynch. 85 yards. As his guys have now moved out in front. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Rolling to his left. He's going to take off with it. Fighting through. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the tuck and
all the room on the left side.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On play action,
I'm not going to be able to right now because I got to go pick up my girl from work.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard. They trail as we start quarter number 4.
6-man.
She works at till 11.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete. Yes. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Out to his left. He'll hit Watkins
he got
on the
it.
crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
Boy.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Man.
The line here to begin their next drive. The Seahawks offense. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it.
I can't believe he kept running.
Get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger?
Doesn't matter. Pay attention to that clock, and you've got 2 timeouts left.
It's good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continue.
Tyler Lockett. It's caught. Lockett. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
Oh!
Inside the 20.
Oh, boy.
Touchdown.
Look at that.
Sammy Watkins. His second
Look at
touchdown
that.
of the afternoon. As his guys
there you go,
back
man.
within a
There you
single
go.
score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go any. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
It's all right. All you got to do is stop me right now.
Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Man.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes.
And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive.
My quarterback, I cannot believe Russell Wilson ran that far for a touchdown.
Way to go. Remember,
that is crazy, bro.
Is it a straight line 75 yards, too? You got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, A well-deserved seat on the bench.
It's still, you still have a 2-minute warning, so basically you still got 3 timeouts.
Through by Myers, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a play fake here on first down.
Nice.
Incomplete here. Got out
I
of
would
the
have done the
pocket.
same
Didn't
thing.
look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Mahomes. That one complete to Hill.
Oh, my gosh.
Touchdown.
Woo, boy.
Hill, 40 yards. As his guys are back within a single score. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this
gosh.
game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance.
Yeah,
going up
very
and catching
good
the football, creating space, and
Oh, my
finding
goodness.
the end zone. That's what it's all about.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson, maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go with Lynch right side. He's got the first down and more past midfield. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks.
He's still rumbling, isn't
Man,
he?
that's
Still
a good
looking
game,
fresh
man.
in this one, despite the heavy workload. But you and I both
Very
know,
good game.
well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Wilson wants to throw it. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, 30 yards. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable.
Dude, a lot of 9-year-olds is not as good as you at Madden, bro.
Totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you
That
stay
is
with it,
insane.
do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown
I really
there,
thought I was
you
going to
gotta
get
feel
beat
good
by a
about your
9-year-old, bro.
chances.
And after the
I'm
touchdown,
like, dude.
here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed, that's the spark they were looking for.
You have to, yeah, basically at the 50-yard line there. Basically.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Yeah. C-Murk24. It's on the top right corner, if you can see. What are you playing? Are you playing PlayStation 2, right? Yep.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Oh, Wilson going to throw.
Ooh.
Pressure again, and
good game,
he
man.
goes again.
Good game.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can
As
they?
you see, guys,
I mean, what a game to put up that
I came up with the W.
Continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working.
That is crazy, man. Shout out to FaZe Zombie 121. Wait, 1221.
Coordinator, you just don't think you can do
Shout out to
wrong.
FaZe Zombie
Whatever you call,
1221,
pass,
man.
it's
This
all
is
gonna
crazy,
That's
bro.
called
He's
being in
9
the zone.
years old, man, and almost beat me. That's crazy, but I'm sure me and him gonna have another rematch. But on the other hand, guys, you guys have a good night. I'm glad you guys watched this
So
game.
that'll do it for us. For
This
my
is
partner, Charles Davis,
it was
and
very
all the
exciting. It was back and forth the
hard-working men and women on
whole
our crew.
entire.
I'm Brandon
It was
Gault.
definitely
You've
back
been
and forth the
watching
whole entire
NFL
match.
right here.
It was
on
definitely
EA
back and forth the whole
Sports.
entire game. It's
From
it
Kansas
was
City.
insane, but
So long, everybody.
Yep. But anyways, have a good night. See you out there later. Peace.